All right, so let's do it. What I'm showing here is how you can use the broad side of the pencil point. When I shave down the wood of the pencil, I expose the graphite, and it almost creates two tools in one. You get the broad stroke of the wide side, the long side of the pencil, and then you can also use the tip. The other thing that you can see me using in this part of the video is that kneaded eraser, which is a tool that it's also almost indispensable. I can both add and subtract from the shapes that I'm creating. If I want to stay loose with it, I can just, like I said, use those broad strokes. Maybe it doesn't have to be super exact. I can just play around and build big shapes using that wide side of the pencil. And then as I start to tighten up and refine, I can get in with the point of the pencil. So right here, what I'm doing is I'm separating my big shapes down into smaller shapes slowly. Now here, the drawing is starting to get a little bit more advanced, and I've switched to the Staedtler pencil. No reason except I can just sharpen that quicker and easier. You can see how I'm starting to fill in that texture of the paper. If you do that gradually and you slowly pile on graphite on top of your paper, you start to build tone. You layer it into the tooth of the paper instead of mashing down that tooth and forcing the lead or the graphite into the paper. It's kind of a subtle technique, but that subtle, gradual addition of tone can lead to a very beautiful result. So here I'm just putting the final, almost like a glaze finish on top of the eye. Check out the last video where I covered a couple different options if you want to make pencil sharpening a little bit easier while you're drawing so that you can really focus on what you're doing.